Okay, so picture this, a kid, right? Not just any kid, but one who's facing a really tough situation. Imagine the weight on their shoulders, the kind of pressure that most adults would find overwhelming. This kid has to step up and do something incredibly brave. They need to go to court. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just a trip to the principal's office or a stern talking to from a teacher. This is the real deal. A courtroom with judges, lawyers, and all the formalities that come with it. Sounds weird, right? But sometimes it's the only way. Sometimes the situation is so serious that the only way to make things right is to go through the legal system. It's not about being dramatic. It's about seeking justice and making sure that the right thing is done. Kids can't just sue anyone for the fun of it. There are rules and regulations in place to make sure that the legal system isn't misused. It's not like they can just walk into a courtroom and say, "I want to sue my neighbor because they didn't invite me to their birthday party." No, it has to be something much more serious. They can't sue because their parents made them eat broccoli. This is serious stuff. We're talking about situations where there's been real harm, or a significant breach of trust. It's about protecting the rights and well-being of the child. Maybe they got hurt because someone wasn't careful. Maybe an adult was negligent, and as a result the child suffered an injury. It could be something like a car accident, a playground injury, or even something that happened at school. The point is, the child was hurt, and it wasn't their fault. Maybe someone broke a promise that really mattered. It could be a situation where an adult made a commitment to the child and then didn't follow through. This isn't about trivial promises like "I'll buy you ice cream." We're talking about serious commitments that have a significant impact on the child's life. Whatever the reason, going to court is a big deal, and it's there to protect kids when something wrong happened. The legal system is designed to ensure that justice is served, and that includes protecting the most vulnerable among us, our children. It's a serious process, but sometimes it's the only way to make things right and ensure that the child's rights are upheld. Now, kids can't just wander into a courtroom like they own the place. They need grown-ups to help them out. That's where parents, guardians, or legal representatives step in. They're like the kids' legal wingmen, or wingwomen. These adults make sure the kids' rights are protected. They talk to the lawyers, they go to court, and they make decisions with the kids' best interests in mind. Think of them as the responsible ones, making sure everything's done by the book. So, what brings a kid to court? You might be wondering why a child would ever need to step into a courtroom. Well, the reasons can be quite varied and sometimes surprising. Well, it can be a bunch of things. Sometimes it's about accidents. Accidents happen all the time, and unfortunately, kids are not immune to them. Like, say a kid gets hurt on a school trip because someone wasn't paying attention. Maybe a teacher or a chaperone was distracted, and as a result, a child ends up getting injured. That could end up in court. The family might decide to take legal action to ensure that the responsible parties are held accountable and to cover medical expenses. Or maybe it's about broken promises. Promises, especially those that involve legal agreements or financial matters, can sometimes be broken, leading to disputes. Imagine a kid is supposed to inherit some money, but someone tries to cheat them out of it. This could be a situation where a relative or guardian is not honoring the terms of a will or trust. That's a case right there. The child or their guardians might need to go to court to ensure that the child's inheritance is protected and that they receive what is rightfully theirs. The point is, if a kid's rights are violated, going to court might be the way to fix it. Whether it's about ensuring safety, honoring promises, or protecting their rights, the legal system can play a crucial role in resolving these issues. It's important to remember that the court is there to serve justice and protect the rights of everyone, including children. So, while it might seem daunting, sometimes stepping into a courtroom is the best way to make sure that a child's voice is heard and their rights are upheld. First things first, you gotta find a lawyer, but not just any lawyer will do. You need one who specializes in helping kids. Think of it like finding a doctor. You want someone who knows their stuff when it comes to kids, right? These lawyers are like kid whisperers, but instead of whispering, they fight for kids' rights in court. They know the ins and outs of the legal system and how to make it work for young people. Step 2. Filing the papers and making it official. Once you've got a lawyer, it's time to make things official. That means filing papers with the court. These papers basically say, "Hey court, we've got a problem here, and we need your help to fix it." It's like sending a very serious letter, but instead of stamps, you need lawyers and legal jargon. Don't worry though, the lawyers handle all the paperwork. Parents and kids can just focus on the important stuff. Step 3. Discovery. Lawyers do their homework. After the papers are filed, the lawyers start digging for information. This is called discovery. Think of it like detectives gathering evidence. They interview people, look at documents, and try to build a strong case. It's like a legal puzzle, and the lawyers are trying to put all the pieces together. This step can take a while, but it's important to make sure everything's ready for court. Step 4. Trial time. Presenting the case to the judge. Now comes the big day, the trial. This is where both sides get to tell their story to the judge. The lawyers present their evidence, call witnesses, and try to convince the judge that their side is right. It can be a little nerve-wracking, but remember, the lawyers are there to guide everyone through it. Step 5. The decision. What the judge says, goes. After the trial, the judge makes a decision. This is the culmination of all the arguments, evidence, and testimonies presented during the trial. The judge has the responsibility to weigh everything carefully and come to a fair and just conclusion. It's a moment that everyone in the courtroom has been waiting for, often with bated breath. The judge's decision can have a profound impact on the lives of those involved, especially the child at the center of the case. This is the moment of truth where everyone finds out who wins the case. The atmosphere in the courtroom is often tense, with everyone anxiously awaiting the judge's words. Families, lawyers, and even the judge feel the weight of this moment. The decision can bring relief, joy, or disappointment depending on the outcome. It's a pivotal point that determines the next steps for everyone involved. If the judge sides with the kid, that's a victory. It means that the court has recognized the child's perspective and has decided in their favor. This can be a moment of immense joy and relief for the child and their family. It signifies that justice has been served and the child's voice has been heard. The judge's decision can lead to positive changes and a sense of validation for the child. It means the court recognized that something wrong was done, and they're going to try to make things right. The judge's decision can lead to corrective actions, ensuring that the child's rights are protected and their well-being is prioritized. This can involve various measures, such as changes in custody arrangements, protective orders, or other legal remedies aimed at safeguarding the child's interests. If the judge doesn't side with the kid, it doesn't mean the end of the world. While it can be disheartening, it's important to remember that the legal process offers multiple avenues for recourse. The judge's decision is based on the evidence and arguments presented, and sometimes the outcome may not be what one hopes for. However, this is not the final chapter. There are still options available to seek justice and support for the child. There are always options, and the lawyers can talk about what to do next. Legal professionals can provide guidance on possible next steps, such as filing an appeal, seeking a reconsideration of the decision, or exploring alternative legal remedies. It's crucial to stay informed and proactive, working closely with legal counsel to navigate the complexities of the legal system. The journey for justice may be challenging, but with determination and the right support, it's possible to find a path forward. Kids in court. It's okay to ask for help. Going to court can be scary, especially for kids, but it's important to remember that it's okay to ask for help. Parents, guardians, lawyers, they're all there to support the child and make sure their voice is heard. The legal system can be confusing, but with the right people in their corner, kids can navigate it and fight for what's right.